Yep, yep.
All right, yo, it's your boy Honcho, man. I'm back with another video. We know it's been some time. I know when we first started, we were doing like weekly episodes, but we had to take a break. But we're back though with some heat. I'm here, my boy Booski, aka Noah, aka co-writer, aka co-everything at Jackson Street Comics.
It's my dog. My dog. I'm happy to be here. Always happy to be here on the podcast and doing my thing at Jackson Street. We do have a comic book coming out soon, August 30th, guys. Make sure you hit us up ASAP to get your pre-orders in.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try to get those in ASAP, guys. If you want to read our brand new comic book, it's gonna be awesome.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we're gonna be discussing two movies today. Two movies and a whole lot of what happened at San Diego Comic Con. But first, we're going to talk about Captain America, Civil War, Winter Soldier, why this movie has stood the test of time, and why even though the Batman trilogy movies has stood the test of time up until recently, a lot of people have been coming out saying that they really don't like those movies. They just like the performances that were in them. But let's get started. Ready? So I've always been a little like
Seven secure. You do anything fun Saturday night?
a lot of
Well,
people
all the guys
kind of
from my barbershop
mischaracterized
quartet are
Steve
dead,
here
so
because he
no,
he
no,
was
no.
really aggressive.
Coming up on the
in
drop
this-
zone, Cap.
in this-
You know, if you ask Kristen out for this, she'd probably say yes.
Watch.
That's why I don't
let's
ask.
just remove the comments because we're talking about them too. So if you
shy
sit
or
down and
too
you watch
scared?
all the movies,
Too busy.
there's never been a fight that he had where he wasn't like.
Is he wearing a
overly
parachute? No. No, he wasn't.
I don't think I've ever seen him held back. Besides when he fought Bucky, he realized that it was Bucky.
No, I think he definitely I think he definitely doesn't hold back in a lot of his fights. You can see that in a lot of the Cap fights. He's very aggressive. He's always been an aggressive fighter. I don't think he's necessarily like killing people, but he's definitely paralyzing them.
Yeah. There's a scene coming up here. There's a
So-
scene coming up where he friggin' like throws his shield at Batroc, the guy that does all those flips. And like I want to know, like Cat, like did you think he was going to survive that? Like if you didn't see it coming, you know, like see like watch. So he didn't have to do that. He didn't have to do that. There's another guy coming in. I'm pretty sure he's gonna kick him off. That guy's dead. Let's just go back. That guy's dead right there. Well, let's just rewatch this one more time. So he's doing a full sprint, right? So we're gonna watch it one more time. He's doing a full sprint. Just one more time. One more time. He's doing a full sprint. He hits the guy. The guy hits his spine off.
Yeah, and then he can't swim if his spine's broken.
Exactly. You didn't have to do that. You know, you didn't have to do that.
It took me a second to realize where his body was going. All I see was his legs. Like,
Yep. Well, he actually didn't have to kick him that hard. Let's see what he does here. That was good.
yeah, those guys are definitely in coma.
But the fight scenes, I don't know when they made the fight scenes. I guess because we're watching this, we'll check this out. That's the only guy here that he didn't seriously hurt. Like, that's the only guy he didn't seriously hurt.
Yeah, yeah.
And this guy. I wonder what Steve was gonna do there.
Yeah, he seemed pretty helpless without.
But this suit was so badass. I don't think this suit.
Yeah, I really
What
like
about the nurse that
Winter
lives across
Soldier,
the hall from you? She
suit.
seems kind of nice.
Secure the
Yeah.
engine room, then
Yeah,
find me.
yeah.
I'm
A
multitasking.
lot of people like the Endgame suit, but I'm like the Endgame suit is just the regular suit that he wore in Civil War, just repainted.
I also really like I'm corny. I like the really flashy colors. So I liked the Avenger suit. I think the Avenger suit was so dope.
Yeah.
I think they could have made the ears a little bit better, but that Avenger suit was like perfect. Um,
Allô?
Wait.
Pas toi.
The 2012
Je
Avengers
pense que
suit?
la laine est morte. Bitch,
what
contact.
was that?
What's year? What's
Cap.
year?
2012?
Yeah.
Parce que la laine est morte.
You think the 2012 suit was great?
Yeah, yeah, I liked it.
Bro, that suit was trash.
Nah, man, I thought it was fire. I didn't like the headpiece. That was my thing, just the headpiece. But everything else was dope. I thought it was fire.
What they tried to do was they tried to recreate this. Let me see, you guys get that, or is it too much light? Yeah, I'm trying to find the light. Let me find the light. Hold on. They tried to recreate that right there, but they
Right.
couldn't because it only looks good when it's being drawn and not worn. Bucky's suit, I gotta say, Bucky looks way cooler in the movies than he does in the books. I'll say that.
Yeah, hell yeah. No, that's I mean
Um,
in recent years he looks pretty dope, but beforehand no, he looked stupid as hell.
yeah, like
Um
that 2014 Winter Soldier look really, really, really like. Actually, that made me a fan of the character because before that I wasn't.
it stuck to him like
Yeah.
and it just made him look really cool. Like he was like very badass, like very like yeah, it just looked dope. It just made him look way cooler.
Oh shit! I'm so sorry. Okay, but so we're gonna check out this scene right here.
Bitch, contact.
I want to know
Cap. Cap. Bitch, contact.
Hold on. I want to slow this down real quick. I want to slow this down. See if we can slow it down. I think that's good. That's good right there.
You might want to turn it down too, because I'm not sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, look at
So
that.
so that guy right there.
His
That
head was getting clean taken the fuck off.
yeah. That guy's he's his head got cut off.
Yeah, he's dead.
He took the face, like he took the shield straight to the face at Mock Biscuit and Mock whatever it's called. And I just want to know why he had to throw it that hard. Like he didn't have to throw it that hard. There was genuinely no need for that. We're not gonna watch the rest of that because he's committing war crimes like all over. So yeah, like I feel like the MCU did a really good job of making Steve as cool as they possibly could. I'm gonna queue up the comparison movies right now.
I think no, I think Captain America, like I said, I think Captain America is definitely one of those characters in the MCU that got the best trilogy. And we've said this already on multiple episodes where me and you both agree that it's definitely like up there on our
Mm-hmm.
list of like top MCU uh cap like trilogies. It's so good. They're so good. And even Sam Wilson's Captain America stuff is good. They just, they didn't want to give him a chance. I thought the Falcon and the Winter Soldier was fantastic, and Brand New Day or Brave New World, my fault, excuse me, um, was decent, but that was definitely the writer's fault. I wouldn't even say it was Anthony Mackie's fault at all. I
It
think he
wasn't
does a
even the
great
writer's
job.
fault. That is a classic tale of racism, of them not knowing what to do with the character, them not trusting that a black character can lead. So they bring in the dude from Breaking Bad and have him be a villain. They bring in Red Hulk. They bring in one of the best actors you can ever get to play the president,
And then the leader
and
too.
Harrison Ford. Yeah, and then they bring back the leader. But they brought in Harrison Ford. They didn't trust the movie so much that they bring in Harrison Ford with no future plans for him. By the way, because he's old as dirt. Sorry, Harrison Ford, we love you. You just got the lifetime of work. Congratulations to you. But
Yeah, you're the goat, but
yes, but
yeah,
they bring him in. We all know how well he can play the president, right? Because he's done it before, twice.
yeah.
You bring him in with no future plans because you don't trust the movie. Just like with Blade, right? We're gonna backtrack a little bit with Blade. How in the blue hell, God's green earth, can Kevin Feige get up there and confidently say, we can't make a Blade movie, and announce Ghost Rider using the same microphone?
I don't even. You don't. That it's bullshit. That's all it is. It's bullshit. I think. I know he had said in an interview I'd seen. He had said in an interview that he felt like a loser and a failure when it came to the Blade franchise and not being able to get off the his feet with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like he should, bro, because what the hell? You come out here with Ryan Gosling's Ghost Rider, and I'm not ditching that at all. I'm excited. I'm stoked. I love Ryan Gosling as an actor. I think he's fantastic. Um, but also, so is Marshall Ali, and so is the Blade. And I love the Blade franchise almost as much as I love Ghost Rider.
Mm-hmm.
If we almost had the Midnight Suns in the MCU.
Yo, we literally can. All we need is Blade and Ghost Rider. We have
Yes,
Moon Knight.
yes,
Right? We have Moon Knight. We have Doctor Strange. Shang-Chi is also on the team. We have Daredevil who's
yes,
also on the team
yes,
sometimes.
yes.
Right? Um, all we're really missing is the two.
Ghost
One that's
Rider, the two of the main fucking guys from
literally,
Midnight Suns. Yes,
literally.
yes, we're
And
missing them.
which pissing me off. We'll go into it now. We'll talk about the Batman later, right? Um, what's making me upset is that people. All right, we all know. I am a new Ghost Rider fan. I'm not gonna pretend like I've been a Ghost Rider fan. I am a new Ghost Rider fan. I've only been a Ghost Rider fan for the last 6 years, right? And I've only read maybe 15 of his series, and I'm reading the ongoing series right now. So, but I know enough to know that most of the stuff that people like about Ghost Rider is from Danny Ketch. I know that, right? But people think that because of the logo, because when you read Johnny Blaze and you read Danny Ketch, Johnny Blaze his series are also often titled Spirit of Vengeance rather than Ghost Rider, and then Danny Ketch is titled Ghost Rider. They use Danny Ketch's the way they draw it. They use Danny Ketch's Ghost Rider logo for his series for his comics because Johnny doesn't have one because most of his books are titled Spirit of Vengeance. So people were confused, and they were like, "Oh yeah, he's gonna play Danny Ketch." I'm like, "He's not gonna play Danny Ketch because Danny Ketch is Johnny's little brother. Why would they skip over?" And we have Mephisto now. Even though, hold on, I gotta clarify this because we're not gonna spread information. Johnny Blaze did not sell his soul to Mephisto. He did not make a deal with Mephisto. Mephisto comes in later. He made a deal with Lucifer himself. None of the Ghost Riders made a deal with Mephisto. I want to clarify that.
Yeah, it was Lucifer.
It
Yeah,
was Lucifer,
yeah,
and
yeah.
Danny Ketch gets his. He's not even. Well, he has Zarathos, but it's really a different. It gets confusing, but he has someone else. I forgot the name, and he gets his power from the medallion that he wears. That's how he becomes a Ghost Rider. But please don't think, oh, Mephisto. Mephisto has really nothing to do with it. But
Yeah, no, I don't think we're getting. I know we got introduced to Mephisto, and it would be cool to see Mephisto, but
yeah,
that Mephisto isn't something that needs to come into the first Ghost Rider movie. I'm sorry, and I think it is going to be Johnny Blaze. I don't see them going the Danny Ketch route because Danny Ketch is Johnny's brother. That's not going to happen. Let's build up to that. Ryan Gosling is an older guy himself. That's how you keep the franchise going. You make more of these legacy characters. Like
yeah.
soon, Tom will pass up the mantle to Miles Morales. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
Yeah, I actually noticed that Kevin Feige hinted at there being 2 more films, and Zendaya was hinting at them starting a family. And I know that Tom is getting old. Not getting old, but he's getting a little.
he wants to
Spider-Man
chill.
is
He
someone
wants to
that you wanna
chill.
keep- Yeah, Spider-Man is someone that you want to keep young. So I have a
Yeah,
feeling they'll recast him at some point, or they'll have him just come back every now and then, and it'll be Miles. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
We already have Aaron
yeah,
Davis in this universe, so why not? Why haven't we seen Miles yet if we have Aaron Davis? But I understand. I also understand Sony is not really playing ball with them. But back to the Ghost Rider thing. It's not gonna be one. I was looking at. I went. The first thing I did was pick up a Ghost Rider comic. Right. If I can find it, I'll show it to you guys. And I'm looking at one of the panels, and I noticed something as to why this is the perfect casting. One, he literally looks just like Johnny Blaze does. He looks just like Johnny Blaze, and I'll show you guys what I was talking about. Oh, yeah. Let's see it. That is Carter Slade, for those of you who don't know.
Oh yeah, no, Carter Slade's that guy.
So I'm going to show you guys what I was talking about right now as to why he looks like. Right.
Ryan Gosling.
Yes.
No, yeah, I think that's a perfect. Yeah, that is a perfect cast, dude. That is, yeah. He's gonna do great.
Yes, he
And
is.
then I watched his Project Hail Mary literally a few days before this announcement. Yeah, he's gonna do great. He's gonna do great, dude. There's no doubt in my mind that he's gonna put on a great performance. I'm just a little more worried about the director. I did like Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah. Oh, Ryan North was doing it, right?
What's up?
Ryan North was doing it. Yeah. Yeah.
No, Sean Levy's doing it.
Wait. Oh, from Daredevil. Oh, oh yes. I know what you're talking about. Okay, yes. Sean Levy.
Yeah, it's like on that like weird like fence. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like it could be either way. It could go either way. Like
I don't want this to be like a super edgy, joke filled. I want this to be dark and sinister. Like I want to be terrified. I want to feel like the Ghost Rider is looking at me when he does the penance there.
yeah, I want it to be a horror movie. Like if we could
Yeah.
definitely do a horror movie route for Ghost Rider, I thought Blade would have been a perfect horror movie. All the mostly the Midnight Suns guys could probably pass off as some horror movies. Even like the Daredevil stuff, some of the villains, and that's what I love about superheroes is there's different genres within them.
Bro.
So let's do the horror route with Ghost Rider.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie. The fact that we couldn't get a Blade movie, but we're getting an X-Men movie, and Marvel doesn't even like to be political, but they're about to give us an X-Men movie, and they're about to give us a Ghost Rider film.
Do you feel? Okay, hold on. I got a question for you. Do you feel that they're gonna make the X? Do you think they're gonna completely flip the plot of the X-Men with it being mutant, the whole mutant versus humankind type of thing, and them trying to fit? Do you feel them completely kind of throwing that out the window? Because I could see it, dude. I could see it. I could see them being like, "Hey, let's not touch on this because they aren't political. They haven't been in these past few movies. If they want to, there's a message that needs to be spread within these X-Men movies, and it always has been spread throughout the comic books. So I want that same message to be spread throughout those movies. But I don't see Marvel doing that. I don't see the MCU doing that, and I hope they do. I really hope they do.
They did it. Fox did it.
Yeah,
Fox kept it that way for as long as they could, but then then they switched and they started to blame Charles Xavier for everything towards the end.
yeah, and it becomes like an actual superhero
Yeah.
like kind of ordeal. But I don't want to feel like I'm watching a Spider-Man movie or a Captain America. I want to feel like I'm watching an X-Men movie.
Now let me ask you this: would you prefer a young Charles Xavier or an older Charles Xavier?
I want the first class, so I'd prefer a younger Charles Xavier,
Okay.
just
Okay.
a little bit younger. I would like to see him and Magneto's friendship a little bit, you know, kind of get touch base on a little bit of their stuff, and then them building. I think first class is a perfect start. Is a perfect way to start. All those characters in the first X-Men, that's fine. We don't need Wolverine right away. We don't need a lot of the '90s characters right away. Let's start with that foundation. Let's build on it. You know what I'm saying? Let's.
Yeah, I don't want them to rush it, but I have a
Yeah,
feeling
yeah.
by the second movie or the second time they appear, we'll start to see more Gambits and Rogues and more.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
And I'm okay with it being in the second one because there would be that time gap. There would be time for them to grow, and
yeah,
you know those actors would look a little bit different. They'd age into their costumes and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you know he Cyclops looks a little goofy and funny and young in those first class outfits. Although those outfits are ugly as hell.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie though. How do you feel about Jean Grey being spilled in Spider-Man? Even though real niggas like me and you, we already knew. I'm like, you're not gonna tell me that this girl who looks like Jean Grey, who has the same exact power set as fucking Jean Grey, is not Jean Grey. And excuse my language.
I was okay, so I was hoping that it was Rachel Summers.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
But
I
then,
know you're looking at me crazy.
but then you have the age
There'd be
of
whole,
Cyclops.
yeah, exactly. And I know you're just gonna say that. So here's my thing. So I think it would have been cool to like if they would have aged up Cyclops, then the X-Men would have been established, and I would have been like, okay, I wanted to see how they would have went with that route.
Mm-hmm.
But I am happy that it's Jean Grey nonetheless. Like it was like if it is Jean, and then Steve Lacy kind of confirming it was kind of like, oh man, like. But I'm happy. I think they got a good actress for Jean.
Wait, and she's young too. So wait,
Yeah,
actually,
yeah.
wait. So that proves your point. Then our question is answered. If Sadie Sink is young, that means that
Oh, the rest of the X-Men are going to be really young. Yeah, and I think that's perfect. These Sadie Sink looks like she could play like a 16, 15-year-old, as she did in Stranger Things. You know what I'm saying? So, there's that time because by the time they join the X-Men, they're like, or the first class is kind of formed in that, the Cyclops, Iceman, what was it, Beast, Jean, all those guys. That I want to know how. I want to know how young they. Damn it! That threw me off. My whole screen just went black. I want to know. I want to know how they. Who else they're gonna pick for the rest of the cast, and if they're gonna be that same age, like if they're gonna be like 17, 18-ish, playing that age, where Charles is around like his 30s.
I don't want to see any celebrity actors other than Sadie Sink in the X-Men.
I agree. Thank you. I feel like this is a perfect time to get new talent into the MCU.
Yeah.
No, I agree. I'm with
Let
you
Ryan
100%
Gosling
on
be like
that.
the last one.
Yeah, because even yep. I agree. I because I feel like some of these Avengers back in the day, Marvel used to make like if you got a deal with Marvel, dude, you're made.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Bro,
you're
they took
made.
a bunch of nobodies in the first event. Bro, no one cared about Chris Evans.
Robert Downey Jr.
No one
blew
knew who
up
he
with
was.
Iron Man.
No one knew who he was, but they knew who he was because he was always in the friggin' headlines for getting in trouble. Right?
Yep.
Chris Hemsworth, Natasha Romanoff, she was in a lot of movies, but her career didn't really take off until 2012. Let's see, 2000. She was in the 2008 movie. No, she wasn't. She was in the Iron Man 1. She was in Iron Man 2. Until 2012, right? Actually, no. Oh my God, Iron Man 2 came out before Avengers.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so she was till 2010, right? Then everyone thought she was super sexy. They bring her back. What's his name? Jeremy Renner did those really great movies with Ben Affleck. If you guys haven't seen those, go see those movies that he did with Ben Affleck back in the day. Those movies are really good. Who else was on that? And Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo did his own. He did his thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was doing his thing. Yeah, he was doing his thing.
that. And he's actually the only one that stayed booked and busy after that.
Oh yeah, and I every time I hear Mark Ruffalo's in something, I tend to be like, okay, I'll check it out.
Yeah.
I like Mark Ruffalo. He's a good actor. He's dope. I like him a lot.
Yeah, me too. Now, I beg this the question.
Okay.
New Wolverine or Hugh Jackman coming back?
New Wolverine. We've touched base a little bit on this before. I think new Wolverine would be dope. I think now let's with Doomsday and Secret Wars and Deadpool and Wolverine, let's let those movies be us saying goodbye to the Fox universe. Right? Let's let those movies be 100%. And that's the way it needs to be. I want to see a dope ass I want to see Wolverine going out like a G, bro. I want to see Hugh Jackman's Wolverine going out like a G. And we already did with Logan. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like
that was the perfect.
We already did. Yes. Yes, yes. So it's like, what more could we ask for? Let's just have a badass moment with Wolverine where he's fighting. I don't know where the planets that I've heard things about him and Toby fighting. I don't know how true that is. You know how the internet is.
Yeah.
Um, but even if that was a thing, let's watch the two goats, the two guys that started it. If I'm being honest, Blade should be fighting on that. Those it should be a three-way battle. You know what I'm saying? Blade, Wolverine, and Toby would be like the perfect send off, and let them die off screen. You know what I'm saying? You don't even have to see it; just see the planets incursioning because they're doing the whole incursions thing for Secret Wars. So,
Hmm.
you know, let's just insinuate that. You know, and it just kind of leaves it up in the air.
Yeah.
The new
You know what's
Wolverine,
crazy?
damn it!
You know what's crazy?
What's
Putting
up?
3 Spider-Men on screen is the biggest thing ever done in superhero media, right? Putting all three, mind you, back in 2016, the two they call the world's finest, two of arguably the biggest superheroes ever, were on screen at the same time, and that movie does not get talked about as much as No Way Home. No, yeah, No Way Home, right? No Way Home, or Far From Home.
Right.
Far From Home.
Yeah. Yeah.
Think, bro, putting 3 Spider-Men on screen is bigger than putting Batman on putting Batman and Superman on screen, bro. Like, think about that for a second, bro. That's not that's
And because it's true. It's true. We had time to actually love these Spider-Men. They didn't give us time to even love Batman or and then the Man of Steel was was shit, man. It was cool in some aspects, you know what I'm
it was
saying?
cool,
But
but if you really like the character of Superman, then it
he
wasn't.
like butchered it, bro. He like butchered it
Yeah.
completely.
Uh,
So when you get three Spider-Men that, you know, me and you got to watch our whole entire childhood in, mind you. You know, we had Toby, we had Andrew, and then we also grew up while Tom was growing up in a weird way. Like we got to see him grow up and now we get to see this middle 28-year-old Spider-Man and I think that is the perfect era for Spider-Man in my opinion. When you get Peter in that mid 20 age for Spider-Man, that's when shit just starts kind of building up. So all these characters we had, we got to see that. We got to see that in all of them. So I think we had a sense of attachment, and seeing those three characters on the screen was like boom. So imagine if they were to bring the big three of Marvel, who actually made Marvel the big cinematic universe that it is, being Blade, Spider Man, and Wolverine.
yep. Also, so I'm glad that you brought that up. I want to kind of clarify that because a lot of people they say that Blade saved Marvel. Blade Blade One it started the MCU, but it didn't essentially save Marvel.
Yeah,
Save Marvel was what came after that.
it was
It
the X
showed the
Men, right?
world that people cared. No, those were Fox movies, not Marvel movies. Those were Fox movies. Marvel had nothing to do with those, right?
Yeah, but no, Blade was technically Fox too.
Huh? No, no,
Blade,
no, no,
yeah,
no.
yeah, yeah.
No, Marvel owned him.
No, no, you could look it up.
No, hold on,
Bro, I promise.
chat. Hold on,
Ask
chat.
if Blade
Hold on, chat.
was Fox IP before, because Fox owned the Fantastic Four, X Men, and Blade.
Nope, they never owned. They never owned the film rights to Blade.
Bullshit.
It's right here, right here. The movie, the Blade were produced and distributed by New Line Cinema, which later.
Oh, it was New Line. You're right. Okay, I do remember the New Line intro now. Okay, no, you're right.
Yep. The film rights have since returned to Marvel Studios Disney, which is why we saw him in Deadpool 1.
Yeah, and they're not doing shit with him.
Yeah. But neither was anyone else when they owned them because I think they just got those rights back.
Yeah.
But it showed people because the Marvel did produce that film and all that. So like it showed people that it showed them that people cared about superhero movies. You know, what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Nobody knew who Blade was. I guarantee
No, no.
85% of the people that even my mom, remember my mom, even 85% of the people that were in those theaters, in those seats, never read a Blade comic. You want to know why? Because I just read my first Blade comic 6 months ago.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
never
No,
seen
I
him in
agree.
any comic store. I go to comic stores almost every other day. I've never seen a Blade issue on the shelves. Literally, the only time I've seen Blade is when the Midnight Suns are there. It was
And it
in Midnight
sucks because
Suns.
he's so loved. He's
Exactly.
such a loved character, and I think they could just do so much with him, man. Marvel just doesn't want to. I don't know what they're scared of. Just full send it, dude. Make it hardcore. You guys showed that you could do it with Marvel Zombies. You guys showed that you do it with all these other lines of crazy ass books. You guys did a Predator and Spider-Man franchise where people were literally getting skinned alive.
Yeah.
Show me a Blade series that is just badass. Go all out. You know what I'm
You
saying?
know,
Just give it to me.
they did the Midnight, right? But they didn't choose anyone that matters. They chose the X-Men. Okay, they chose four people. They chose the three groups that are always going to be popular. They chose the Fantastic Four, Spider-Man, and the X-Men. But if you're
Those are
looking
always
for a
gonna sell.
darker, if you're looking for an answer to Absolute, and you're looking for a darker run
Blade's right
issue
there.
series, you should go with Blade. I don't know
Moon
why
Knight.
I'm going with the Midnight Daredevil.
Yeah, Midnight Daredevil.
Yes,
I think that would be sick. I think that would be dope. I agree
exactly.
with that.
Right. I
Um,
don't know why they didn't use Ghost Rider.
yep. That's a no brainer as well.
Right.
The whole Midnight Suns lineup. I mean,
Moon
just
Knight. They should have used Moon Knight and the
it
Midnight
is,
Suns. Moon Knight
they
should have been
called
the
it the
first thing announced.
yes.
And he gets a series every year. Moon Knight gets a 10 issue series every 6 months. So I don't know why they can't announce they couldn't use him for this. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
No, I agree. Especially, I honestly think they called it the Midnight Universe, and I think this is their. Obviously, you said this is their answer to the Absolute Universe, and they've stated that this is the answer to the Absolute Universe. Why not just start with the Midnight Suns? All of those characters are dark in their own perspectives. Just start with them and give them different origins. I'm not asking them to be a team. I'm just asking start with each one. Start with each one.
Exactly. Or they could have. They didn't even have to use Doctor Strange. They could have used Brother Voodoo.
Or hey, oh yes, Brother Voodoo's so sick, bro.
He's dead, but yeah, they
He's
could have
so
used him.
sick.
Yes, he
Yes.
is.
That is
He
one
is.
way to make people actually like him too. You
Exactly.
know
Like
what I'm saying?
how to freak. Like we've already seen an evil Fantastic Four. We've already seen the Maker. We've seen Malice. Like we've seen these things. You're like, well, like I'm tired of. I don't want to keep seeing like darker Fantastic Fours. I've seen this.
And then we've seen Dark Spider-Mans. We've seen Dark Spider-Mans. There's
Bro,
been plenty of Dark
Spider-Man,
Spider-Mans.
a pissed off Spider-Man is considered a dark Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like, come on, Peter upset. Like, it's
Yeah.
like you know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to see a dark Spider-Man, go read a Daredevil comic that he appears in. That's a dark Spider-Man.
Yeah. He appears he's like a fucking like a
Menace.
slasher villain or something.
Exactly.
Like
He's
he
literally
pops up like
bro,
Michael Myers or
he's
some
the
shit.
hash slinging slasher. That's what he
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
You see his
like
little
I
ass
just like yo,
eyes, bro, just
hire
glowing, and
me.
he's just gonna beat some shit up.
Hire me for Marvel editorial, and I'll have books selling. People will forget about the Absolute Universe if I was an editorial. I promise you.
Oh yeah, dude, I'd be making. They'd probably be. They definitely like send Priest probably up to my room and probably send some stuff because I'd make it
Or
as dark as possible.
literally,
I
bro.
would literally make people like question what they're reading.
Exactly.
Like,
I'm really upset like that, and I'm really happy that DC got is doing it. One, actually, I know I'm not because DC continues to only want to push Batman and Superman, but with the Absolute Universe, everyone is getting
oh,
their stripes. So I'm
I'm
not
loving it.
complaining.
I'm loving it.
Everyone is getting some stripes
Um,
finally. And that new Cyborg you sent me, I wasn't a big fan of it.
oh, and that sucks, dude, because I
Yeah,
love it. I think he looks so good, bro. He
I
looks
think
so
like it's
good.
cool, but I'm not a big fan of it for.
I like the virusy kind of look to it though. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's kind of got like a cybernetic Resident Evil infection type of look to it. So that whole arm piece that's coming up, I could already see that taking over the rest of his body, and we'll see a fully developed like
Yeah,
giant cyborg. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Or a dope cyborg.
I'll pick it up just because I'm always going to support the black ones. So
Yeah,
I'll pick
yep,
it up.
yep,
Oh, by the way,
yep.
I've been reading up on Blue Marvel. He's a coon. I hate the way they write him. Uh, I'm if they do like if Jackson Street Comics gets rich, I'm gonna buy Blue Marvel because I'm tired of this.
We need we need to first of all we need to find out who wrote Blue Marvel. Who's the creator of Blue Marvel? Do we
I don't
know?
even. It's definitely a black dude, but he's a coon. His name is Kevin Grieve. His name is Kevin.
His name is Kevin.
Yes.
All right. Well, we'll have to Kevin get to us, bro. I don't know. I know Marvel might have. He definitely owns the rights to those characters, but we'll figure something out. Angela, they figured something out with Angela, right?
Yeah.
Or no, not even.
Not even. They had her come beat up Thor one time, and then the excuse was Thor. First of all, I read that series. Thor didn't even want to fight, and then they tie him up, and they're like mocking him, and then she's kind of just sitting there.
And she's so badass in Spawn, dude.
Thor's kind
She's
of
so badass in Spawn, like.
yeah. Thor's kind of just sitting there, like he's like, okay, you guys have had your fun. Like, you guys are cool. You got out of your system. You know, say I didn't really want to fight you, but I know you're not gonna let me out of here, so I just want to know if you guys had fun. So everybody had fun. Okay, cool. And then he asked them a simple question. That question was, you guys have clouds here?" And they were like, "Clouds? It's never even rained here before." And he was like, "Well, your realm shot no lightning today." And then Mjolnir fucking comes out of nowhere and crashes. And he breaks the chair.
Yeah. Yeah, that shit is sick.
Yeah.
I did start listening to Immortal Thor the other night. So yes, I'm loving it. It is fantastic. I started listening to it while I had found this stupid or no, I was playing the Tokon beta.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna throw on some comics and get in my element, play a Marvel game and listen to some Marvel comics. And Thor needs to be added in that damned game. I don't know why he's not on the base roster now that I'm thinking about it. But I'm digging Thor right now, man. I'm really liking what I'm seeing because I haven't read Thor like you. You know what I'm saying? So
Immortal Thor, I'll say, is probably that and his that run that they did with Galactus is probably his best work.
and see, that's the only one that I really checked out was the Herald of Galactus.
Yeah.
Thor.
Yeah, that's really cool. I'll let you know. I won't spoil nothing. Odin is not alive in this series, so don't look for him. In this issue, he's not alive. He does come back.
Yeah, I was wondering. I was like, what the hell?
Thor's the king. He's King Thor. So,
yeah.
but he does come. I'll just say this. I won't say anything else. He does come back in the series after this, which is Mortal Thor. He does come back after.
Okay.
But like,
okay.
it's to help Thor. It's not like to become king.
Like on some okay.
It's to help Thor.
No, yeah, I'm digging it, bro. I'm digging it so far, and I'll let you know when I'm done with it, and maybe we could do an episode on just Immortal Thor.
Yeah, it's really good. I'm probably gonna give it a reread myself because I really, really liked it. Like it was like Al Ewing is a blessing, man. Like I really, and you know what's crazy? I want Marvel to use their best writers more.
Oh yeah, me too. Me too.
I think they're bringing Hickman back for the X-Men or for this Midnight stuff. But
they are, and I loved Hickman. I think also did that. I just found. I think he's the one who did the Alien versus Predator, Avengers versus Predators, or Aliens.
Okay.
So yeah, I was like, oh man, like that. Okay, I might be wrong, but one of those guys is doing a midnight run. So yeah, I'm definitely right.
Use Hickman more. Like the way they spam Alex Ross these days, spam Hickman, spam Ewing.
Yeah.
Yo, bring fucking Claremont still writes.
Oh yeah, that's a no-brainer.
Exactly,
that's a fucking no-brainer.
Use him. Like,
use him. Pay that man. You guys have the money. Fucking pay him.
Exactly.
You guys fucking pay him.
Yeah.
You guys have the money, dude. Fucking get that man in an office and make sure he's fucking taken care of, bro. And he'll make sure this company makes way more money.
Like, you know, the guy that did Amazing Fantasy, he still wrote up until he died. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, like you use your best writers more. Like the way they spam Alex Ross and friggin' John Romita Jr. and Senior, like you can do that with your writers. You know, and like obviously they get enough ads to where the books can still be cheap and you're paying top dollar. You
And
know,
I know Marvel is eating their feet right now because of the whole the hell's his name? Oh boy, he writes Absolute Batman came
yep,
to them first. Came to Marvel first with a brilliant pitch and they shut it down. And
yep.
now they're like, "Oh, how are we going to compete with this shit?"
I want to know what he would have done. Like I want to know. Like,
Yeah, I want to know too. I wonder if we'll ever get like an interview and if he'll ever touch base like on it or something because that would be sick.
you know what's crazy? Even if they wasn't feeling it, they still could have took his idea, signed him, and then you know what I'm saying, like see how it worked.
Right.
But you know, hey, now they're dealing with the aftermath of it, and the absolute universe is killing it. Even though I won't lie to you, and when Absolute Batman first came out, there were shelves dedicated to it. Those shelves were always empty, and all the comic stores that I've been to recently, those shelves are full. So I started.
Because they're dropping so many different variant covers, so many different,
But I also think they're starting to pump the brakes on it a little bit because there's so much of it now.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know if they are, brother. There's a new one coming out. There's a new one coming out, and I don't know if you heard about it, but it's gonna be the mainline Batman meeting. The absolute. Well, no, they're not meeting. I'm sorry, but it's gonna be
DCKO,
the mainline. No, did you say DCKO?
is that what it is?
No, 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 no,
Oh,
no, 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 no. I read DCKO and that shit was crazy.
I didn't finish it.
Um,
Spoil it.
I won't. Insane,
I'm at Superman
but
round two with Adam, Captain Adam.
oh, just so good,
Mm-hmm.
so good. But what was I saying? They just announced that we're gonna get a book where you're gonna see the two differences of the Batmans. So you're gonna have the mainline Batman doing his own detective work in this comic, and then you're gonna read the other Batman, and it's gonna be parallel to how they're different in their investigation because this Batman has money, the other Batman doesn't have the resources that the other Batman does, and how it's kind of gonna be like a
I want them to fight.
I do too. I do too, bro. But we're
Now
not
what?
getting
Now
it.
what do you
There, we're
do,
not
right?
getting it. It's
Now what do
gonna
you
be
do?
the stupid fucking detective story.
Now, right now, what do you do, right? Do you have your Golden Boy, which is your mainline Batman, right? This is your real moneymaker. Absolute Batman is short term. Eventually, this will die out, right? But this
Yep,
will
yep.
die out, right? Because this can't be good forever. Because there's only so much you can do, right? And
Right,
this
right,
has been good for the last 80 years, right?
right.
Batman has never been bad, right? You agree? Come on, name it, name it, name it.
What was that? What the fuck was that one run, dude? I'm trying to remember. Batman with the peener shot, stray slung shot in the book. I can't remember. They literally had to take it off the shelves.
Hold on 1 second. I gotta pause this real quick. All right, hold on.
All right, all right.
I gotta do my Duolingo real quick. Hold
Oh, you're fine, bro. You're good.
on.